Hello, Flutter developers. Today we are embarking on an in-depth exploration of the Flutter Touch Ripple package. This package is designed to give you powerful control over touch interactions in your applications. Unlike basic touch feedback mechanisms, this package offers a wider selection of gesture options, exceptional extensibility, and granular customization capabilities. With Flutter Touch Ripple, you'll have fine-grained control over animation curves, speeds, special effects, and color palettes, allowing you to move beyond simple ink splashes and craft truly distinctive user experiences. Let's see how you can elevate your app's interactivity. To add a simple tap effect, you begin by wrapping the widget with the Touch Ripple widget. The on-tap property of the Touch Ripple widget allows you to add a callback function, which will execute when a single tap occurs. For double taps, you can use the on-double tap property, which enables you to specify a function that will execute on a double tap event. And for long presses, we have the on-long tap property, which allows you to define a function that runs when the user performs a long tap or press on the wrapped widget. This package is also unique in that it's not limited to a single touch type. You can handle taps, double taps, and long taps concurrently on the same widget, each triggering a distinct action. Next, for asynchronous operations specifically with single taps, you can use the on-tap async start, and on-tap async end properties. These properties let you define functions that will execute during the asynchronous operation when it starts and when the result is ready, allowing you to keep the touch effect visible during async tasks and handle the result safely after the operation completes. Finally, you can easily apply the same style across your entire app by using the Touch Ripple Style widget, which, when wrapping your app's top-level widget and specifying the style properties, will apply that style to all descendant Touch Ripple widgets, avoiding individual style settings for each widget. Now, let's go deeper into the properties of the Touch Ripple widget itself. We'll begin with the visual aspects. You can set colors using the Ripple Color property. Ripple Color determines the color of the expanding ripple. You can also set colors with the Hover Color property. This sets the background color when the user hovers over the widget, and the Focus Color property, which dictates the background color for consecutive event states. You can also manage the size of the ripple. This can be managed with the Ripple Scale property. Ripple Scale controls the size percentage of the expanding ripple. You can also adjust the blur of the ripple. Use the Ripple Blur Radius property to do this. This property sets the blur of the ripple's edges, making the effect softer. The corners of the ripple can also be customized. The Ripple Border Radius property lets you make the corners rounded. This property accepts a border radius instance. The package also provides temporal controls for the touch effects. The Preview Duration property defines how long the ripple effect is previewed before a gesture is finalized. The Tappable Duration property defines how long to wait for a tap to complete. A tap will be rejected if this duration passes. The Double Tappable Duration property determines the minimum time to differentiate taps from double taps. The Double Tap Alive Duration property represents the time window a single tap is treated as a double tap. The Long Tappable Duration determines the minimum time for a long tap. The Long Tap Cycle Duration is the time to allow long tap events without repetitive pointer ups and downs. You can set effects based on each touch type. Use the Tap Behavior property for taps. Use Double Tap Behavior for double taps. And use long tap behavior for long taps. The Reject Behavior property determines the conditions for canceling a touch gesture. You can use None to prevent any rejection of the gesture. Use Touch Slop to cancel a gesture when the pointer moves beyond a set distance. And use Leave to cancel a gesture when the pointer goes outside the widget's bounds. The Cancel Behavior property dictates how the ripple animation looks when it's canceled. You can choose None so that there is no action when it's canceled. Use Stop to stop the expansion of the ripple animation, or use Reverse to reverse the ripple animation. The Overlap Behavior property defines how ripples interact when they overlap. Choose Overlappable to allow ripples to overlap each other. Use Cancel to have overlapping ripples cancel out previous ones, or use Ignore to ignore overlapping effects. The Render Order Type property sets whether the effect is drawn above or below other widgets. The Foreground option draws the ripple above all other widgets, and the Background option draws it below all other widgets. The Focus Timing property controls when the focus effect starts. The Rejectable option starts the focus in a rejectable state. The Consecutive option starts it during consecutive effects. The Origin property sets the origin point of the effect. You can select pointer down, which originates the effect at the pointer's down position. You can choose pointer move, which makes the effect follow the pointer's movements. Or you can select center, which always originates the effect from the center of the widget. The touch ripple shape property defines the shape of the ripple. Choose normal to match the widget's bounds. Choose inner circle to create a circle inside the bounds. And choose outer circle to make a circle beyond the widget's bounds. You can also add custom animations for hover and focus effects. Use the hover animation for hover effects and the focus animation for focus effects. The only main button property specifies whether only the primary mouse button triggers a gesture. The use hover effect property enables or disables the hover effects, and use focus effect enables or disables the focus effects. You can also use the controller property to control the touch effects from outside the widget. For custom animation control, you can utilize the touch ripple animation property. And for more dynamic control, use the touch ripple controller to externally manage and change touch effects. This allows, for example, the enabling or disabling of touch effects based on specific conditions. This package allows for complex functionality across various applications. Today, we have extensively explored the Flutter Touch Ripple package. This included basic usage, deploy, detailed settings, and advanced functionality. This package will help you elevate your apps, creating better user experiences. Try using Touch Ripple in your next project. I'll be back with more Flutter tips next time. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.